Hey guys, Jeff, welcome to today's video. So today we are back in my shed, which means we're going to be working on the giant Trance XE Plus Pro 129, whatever it is. I'm just going to call it my bike going forward. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, all 33,000 of you that have actually streamed my new song, A Good Thing. It's been out for a couple days now. It's got 33,000 streams on Spotify. It's probably got a whole lot more on all the other platforms. Spotify is very good at showing us that insight. So thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. If you haven't checked it out yet, I'll have a link in the description to go check out the lyrics video, which will also have a link to go to the distribution page where you can see all the places where it's being streamed right now, and you can check out the new song. But anyway, thank you guys so much. I never believed I would have a song with 33,000 streams on it. That's way out there, and I'll probably address that in a future video, but for now we're going to stick to the program that I had planned originally, and we are going to do a bit of bike maintenance. As you can probably tell, the bike is pretty filthy. There is a lot of shit in this linkage and down here. The wheels are completely disgusting. Everything is pretty dirty on there. It's also a bit squeaky, so it's going to be good to clean everything up and see what needs greasing. I'll just put that out there before I get into any other work. Had a lot of creaking and cracking on this bike when I first got it. The creaking seemed to be coming from like this area here, which made me fear for the worst, that maybe there was a crack in the frame or something. Took the entire thing apart, and it turned out on these giant Trance bikes there is a very well-known problem that if you don't grease the seat post properly, it will crack from this area, and it took me like a day to figure it out. So I figured I'd save you guys a hassle. If you have a giant Trance X, it's creaking, start by greasing this, and then the other common place is in the motor mount. So that's a whole other complicated video that I didn't want to do because the first time I took it apart, I really wasn't in the mood to start filming a video of it. Maybe next time I do it, I will show you guys, but for now, let's go and watch the bike. So now the bike is clean and I haven't noticed any creaking or cracking while riding recently, so not too worried about it, but we could still do a couple of tests just to make sure. No creaking there, so the linkage here is good. There's a very little bit of cracking in here, so I'm probably going to grease up the seat post again. Not hearing anything up front, so steerer tube is good. And again, I've greased everything up last week, so there really wasn't a reason, but the motor mounts are all good. So now we're gonna go back into the shed. All right, so now we're back in the shed. We're going to clean up the chain, the cassette, and the chain ring, and then grease that up again because that takes a lot of abuse, needs to be properly maintained. I do it basically every week, but it really depends on your riding, so consult your local bike mechanic if you're not sure how often you should be doing these things. That's a pretty easy job. Isopropyl alcohol, toothbrush. Over here we're also going to do the brake rotors. And then we'll finish that up with a little wipe. And while we get those dry, we're going to get out the torque wrench, start torquing all the bolts, make sure everything is at the proper Newton-meter tension. For the shitty part of this operation, grease the chain. Cranking it up like that allows to spread the grease, and it also shows me that my derailleur is working fine, so win-win. Anyways, that's been it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out A Good Thing. It's been streaming for a couple days now. I'll catch you Sunday for a very special music video. Peace.